profit is the most important thing. So I'll actually show you guys my profit if you guys want, how much money I actually started making this business from day one to like literally now on my Excel sheets. If you guys want to see that, just let me know and I'll show you guys right now. All right, so I have two Google Sheets. I have one for all of my units, and then the other one I have for Detroit in a separate file because Detroit's my biggest portfolio. So I'll basically pull them up side to side. I'm going to put it up side to side, but you get the idea. So let's start with this one first, okay? Guys, when I first started this business, I want you guys to take a look, okay? This is December. This is how much money my wife and I made while literally cleaning every single thing ourselves. Everything ourselves. 14 grand. Our expenses were 12K. Occupied 62%. Our profit was 12%, okay, on 5 units. We made an average profit of $355 per unit, okay? We only made $1,773. That's it, like literally nothing else, okay? As you know, the next month went, we had 2 more units. We're at 7. Then February 10, March 16th, that's when the Dallas units got ready. So, as the COVID went away, people were opening up more and more. The revenue was increasing and the profit was increasing. I'm like, wow, I actually made $10,000 non-revenue in profit this month, right? That was like my first month. I'm like, okay, wow, great. I made 10 grand in profit. Let's get it, all right? Then as April came, May came, I expanded more in Dallas. And literally the only thing that changed was April to May, right? There's a big difference. The unit count only went up by 2, but the profit went up a lot, right? It went up almost 6%. So I made 20 grand in profit on 18 units, okay? So literally, guys, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on my 6th month in this business, I was already profiting 20 grand a month, okay? On 50K revenue. My profit is at 38%. Now, as you keep going down the list, I'm at 41%, 45%, 65K in revenue in June, July, August. Nothing really changes. Added 3 more units, but the profit is at 45, 47 because it's summer peak season, right? The average profit per unit now is at 1,400, 1,461. Crazy numbers, right? Great numbers. I'm making 30 grand in profit per month, not revenue, profit, right? Now you're in October at 30, I'm at 25 units now, profiting 1,545 a month. Yeah, almost 40 grand in profit, 50% net margins. This was my highest month in net margins in October. It was an insane month, 50%, okay? November, 48%. Maybe on the 40 grand profit, 36% net profit. In December, it got really slow. So that's, guys, was my entire first year in business. This right here, okay? On $700,000 in revenue, my expenses were $420K. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This much was my ADR, occupancy, nights booked, profit percentage, number of units, okay, in this portfolio. Now we're looking at Detroit. Detroit, I started in September. I had 7 units, made $9,000 in profit on 7 units. Then October still had 7 units. November still had 7 units, right? I'm making about 40% profit per month, which is great. Then as December went on, made about 42%. Now, usually the reason why my profit's so high in December and January, because I got 2 months free upfront in rent. Okay. So like obviously my profit's gonna be very, very high because I'm not paying any rent for those months. So these numbers here don't actually make sense. They're all really skewed, but for the accounting purposes, I made a lot of profit because I wasn't paying rent for those 2 months, right? March came, March profit was 47%. And ran out of the free months, right? We don't have any more free months anymore. So on $97,000 in revenue, maybe about $46,000 in profit. So April's not done yet. So at the end of every 2 weeks, the VAs go in and do all the bookkeeping. So for example, if I go here, show you guys what it looks like. Let me scroll this up a little. I'll go to, for example, April. It has all the units, the rents, the occupancy rates. They have no pet fees added or nothing. So every 2 weeks, they'll go in and it'll just fill out all the information manually. That is their job to do this every 2 weeks. Okay. So let's go back to profit and loss. So last month, March, was about $97,000 in revenue, just for in the city of Detroit alone. And then everything else, in March was 140,000. So I think it's almost like $240,000 in revenue. My profit was 60K in this account. This portfolio in Detroit was about 46K. So 46 plus 60, about $104,000 in profit, which is awesome, right? Like $104,000 in profit, like money in my pocket for all expenses, VAs, electricity, utilities, softwares, all that bullshit. 100,000, like 100K cash in my pocket after everything. Okay. April, once they finish the accounting, I think it's going to be a little bit more, but not by much. April's not that as hot, but May, oh baby, May is going to be insane. I might break 300,000 and maybe 150K in profit in May. Who knows? May is going to be insane. So like I said, guys, This is the actual like numbers in terms of how much money people actually make and profit percentages, right? Like my average profit per unit was like $700, right? In January, $630 in February. February super low. Boom, go to March, literally doubled. What changed? Literally nothing changed, right? The number of units stayed almost the same, right? Oh, well, this one went down by one because I actually moved into one of my units. I'm living in it now. But anyways, just going from February to March, boom, like the numbers went almost double because the seasonality, right? February super slow. It went from 26 to 42% in profit because it went to March, right? I'm telling you guys, the goal of the business is to literally survive the winters, right? As the winter, you know how they say winter is coming, literally winter's coming, survive winter, right? Make whatever profit you can, doesn't matter. And then when summer comes, oh baby, it's literally like you're just swimming in money, literally swimming in money. Okay. That's when like, all right, you feel like you're on top of the world. Winter comes, you get humbled really quickly. You're like, oh damn, I didn't make that much money this month. That's pretty much it. Any questions about this?
Real quick, what's ADR?
Average daily rate. How much someone's paying average daily rate.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, Hamza, maybe if you have that, maybe you might have touched this. Did you also touch upon how did you find your VAs and such? Or
yeah, I'm gonna cover VAs later in the course.
Right. Sure.
Any other questions specifically about this? Any specific questions you have about this sheet? I'm not gonna pull it up again later.
Do you have this available as a template for purchase, or is it included or anything?
So I never actually. So the thing is, I can probably give it to you guys. I just gotta go in and erase all my shit and then just like make it like blank essentially. Just give it to you guys. So if you want, I can do that for you guys. Not a problem.
Yeah, that would be great. Hamza.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, it won't be today or anything because like I'm busy today, but it'll be sometime during the week. Like if you literally go in, like it's actually pretty detailed. Like let's say I go to like May, for example. This is a blank copy with like the numbers from last month. So it has everything: your occupied nights, revenue per night, pet fees, early check-in fees, cancellation, reimbursements. So like let's go to March, for example, 2022, and go all the way here. For example, just and like look at this, pet fees $4,800, right? Cancellations $14,800. I mean cancellations, right? Reimbursements from Airbnb got $2,586, right? All your columns for laundry, cleaning, gas, internet, electric, parking pass, everything. Profit per unit is at the very bottom. How much profit each unit is making, right? So in March, I had some units made like 900, some in 14, each 100. These are all profit per unit, not revenue, profit. This unit went ballistic, made $2,600 per unit. This one made $4,676, in profit for the unit. Okay, so you just gotta basically, like have your VAs essentially enter all this data, record yourself entering it, yourself, and then your VAs are basically the ones entering all those data for you. You don't want to do any of the bookkeeping yourself. So I'll go ahead and like erase all my stuff and like I'll make it like a template. You guys can save it for your own Google Drive and just keep it as a unit tracker for yourself, right? This is not the accounting you do when you file your tax for the IRS, by the way. You use QuickBooks software, you give this to your CPA to help them. But this is mainly for you to understand how your business is doing. Are some units making money? Are some units losing money? Are some units doing better than the others? Why? Are they in the same location? What do I have to change, right? If I have 6 units on the same building, which one's performing the best? And if that one's performing a lot better than the rest, what is different about that unit? Does it have something the others don't have, right? This gives you an actual unit economics breakdown every single month and exactly, what's happening with the units.
That's a quick question. So I'm based in California. Do you have any test case or any of your students who have performed similar in California or any other market? So you can just have a comparison of, how they did, something like that.
Not off the top of my head, dude, honestly, just literally post on a Facebook group. Hey, is anybody here from California hosting in other cities? I personally know people from New York City that are hosting in other cities. I know people like from like Seattle and like San Francisco, they're hosting other cities. Like I know of them, and like they're doing it like the way I'm doing it, right? They're professional operators. They have their systems in place. They live in Cali, they live in California, but they invest somewhere else, right? So that's what I recommend. Just go on the Facebook group. There's 128 people. I'm pretty sure somebody is from California who's already started by now. All right, so I'm just gonna close the screen, and I'll basically erase everything on here and send it to you guys after. Okay.